This is my Battlefield 5 review that I've been extracted with all my awesome videos. I just fucked up there, not the point. This is what I think about Battlefield 5 as a whole. Basically, as a straight up whole of the game, and how I kind of disagree with geeks and gamers and decordering at some of their views points on Battlefield 5. This is... honestly, it's a game, okay? Like, with Battlefield 5, and people are like, oh, it's gonna be historically accurate, now we're triggered. World War I of Battlefield, World War I, do you guys know, it is basically, was not actually accurate to World War I at all. It was semi-accurate, because of World War I didn't have vehicles in the beginning of the war. I should have made a Battlefield 1 review, but I'll go to the Battlefield side. Sorry, I'm kind of going off my own unscripted shit over here. But from my experience of playing Battlefield 5, it's an extremely fun game. As just a game, it's actually really fun. There's not a lot of positive reviews out there. There isn't. There's a lot of negative reviews on this game. It was a bad marketing campaign. You guys have to look at it, it was just a bad marketing campaign. How is the game itself? And how does the game itself perform? How is it is? Because it's a decent, fun game. It's a really fun game. The game itself is really tight. Gunplay is really good. It's like Battlefield 3 back again. BF3 back again. K7 fucking nerd. And it basically is a really fun game. Battlefield 5 is a real fun game because I don't want to play a game that's historically accurate to World War I. You know, I don't. You know, I truly don't. Okay, like I really don't give a shit. I want to have gameplay. I want to have good gameplay, great feeling to play a game. If you guys get my point, to have fun with it. Because a video game, it's not something that we should take very seriously. Because it's just a video game. Video games are made for entertainment. They're not made to be a history lesson. They're not made to be, you know, they're not made to be a history lesson. They're made to have fun. Just like entertainment. It's entertainment. It is not exactly history 2.0 that it has to be accurate and accurate to everything. You know, it does not need to be completely all accurate to everything. Because it doesn't. It's a video game. We're supposed to have fun with it. We don't need to hate on everything. We don't need to be this country, in my opinion, that hates everything that fucking comes out in the world. Everything that comes out in the world, we want to hate on in the United States. I don't get it. In 2004, no one hated on a lot of things. People were just like, oh, I don't like this show. Okay, cool. I like this show. Oh, cool. Why do you like it? I like it because of this. Oh, I don't like it because of this. It was always been a normal, smooth, respectable conversation. Now we're all just hating on what comes on Netflix most of the time. We hate on what comes on, you know, just anything. We hate on Battlefield. We hate on games. And when people say, oh, I play Call of Duty, oh, I'm burnt out of Call of Duty right now. I didn't like Call of Duty World War II. Oh, like, cool, man. And people get very defensive instead of saying, cool, I like it because I didn't like it because of this. People are, in our country, we hate on everything. We literally hate on every single thing we touch. And one thing that I want to bring up in this video, too, in my opinion, is Geeks and Gamers, which is Jeremy. Why don't you want to play Battlefield 5? Because it's all SJWs? No. I don't give a fuck about the campaign in Battlefield or War Stories last 2 years ago. And you know Battlefield 1 was not even historically accurate. Because if you want a historic accurate history game to go to Verdun and Tannenberg, and you would know that game is non-stop history accuracy. If you want to play a game that's all out history accuracy. And then because I played Tannenberg and Verdun, and oh my god, they're great games, phenomenal games. But what pisses me off about you, Jeremy, is this one specific thing. This one specific thing. Try out the game. Like I said, try it out. Try out the multiplayer. Because I love Battlefield 5's multiplayer. It's tight. It's great. It's very fun. Even when it's just me and not with my friends, I still have a blast and lose track of time. Because it's a real fun game. Make a review when you play it and say, what do you not like? Don't hate on it because it's EA. Even EA, in my opinion, deserves every hate and everything that they deserve. You know, just leave out, you know, DICE. Because DICE is innocent. They're just a developing team in Stockholm to make this game. And they did a great job graphically, game development-wise. You know, and I don't want to blame the game developers. Because they didn't do. They just got told what to put in the game. And it really was not, you know, their decision. They might have not wanted to do what you see. They might have wanted to do a historically accuracy aspect. And another thing you have to keep in mind, DICE is a Swedish company. So what is going on in their country? Oh, my mind went off. Okay. But what's going on in their country might be a little different that is here. So maybe we have went through something, you know, for, you know, I don't want to get into a real touchy subject, so I'm too afraid to go into it because I don't want to have a whole SAW coming after me, which I really won't give a fuck about. If there was something that we went through for the female aspect of rights, and they get the rights in their country, so they want to push it into their game because it's their country. Just like with Witcher, when the SAW tried to get into the Witcher aspect, we didn't want that because they didn't want that in their country because their country's different. Like I said, something might be going off in, you know, their country that's different than it is here. So they might be pushing it because of what's going on in their country. You have to also look at that. You can't always judge a game if you didn't play anything. Just like when you made assumption of She-Ra, the TV series, that I think it's the reboot is a decent series, a 3 out of 10, because I was bored as fuck and there was nothing to watch. And that's a good show if you're bored as fuck to watch, just because there's nothing to watch. It isn't the greatest show in the world, it isn't the top tier show in the world either. But you made an assumption that it's all SJW, so I won't watch it because my good friends told me it's a horrible show. But how do you know? You haven't watched it yet. You might end up liking it. You can't make a judge off stuff that you haven't seen yet. And our country has a big problem of doing that. And people who are right-wing, left-wing, maniacs, that basically limits your idea. You know, it limits you. It limits you because you're not giving something a shot. And trust me, I despise politics, even to bring it up in videos, because politics is such a cancer. It is such a fucking cancer. It's fucking cancer. But it is not a good, you know, thing to do, because the best thing to be a YouTuber, in my opinion, for your channel, you're getting viewers off people for hatred. You're not making, you know, videos of, you know, reviews because, oh, I'm making a review because I just got off watching a show and I didn't like it, and the reason why I didn't like it is because of this. And you're not going to give a show a shot or a game a shot because of political aspect. How is the multiplayer in this game? Great. And honestly, it's a video game. Who gives a shit what's in it? do I enjoy playing it is what matters, not exactly what's in it. If you're talking about the loot box system of EA, fuck that shit. That shit should be taken out, because it's not good. It's gambling for younger kids. And it's just broken. EA is a scum of the earth for that shit. But do you want to give, you know, just a review off that? Like, oh, I'm not gonna play it because the sales are down and it's a bad game. When it actually isn't a bad game. It's actually a real good game. Among the player base might be toxic as shit because they don't want to revive you when they want to take your ammo. That's for a different story. But yes, you know, it's irritating when you don't want to play or watch something because of, oh, it's political push. And sure, I really didn't even, when I watched, I didn't even notice that shit because politics is something that I don't give a fuck about. I want entertainment. Because there's things for different people, okay? It used to be like, let's make something for a different, you know, crowd of people. If they didn't like it, so what? You know, so what? And, you know, I really feel like in our country we have a bad problem of just saying, hey, let's hate on DICE's Battlefield because of EA. You should hate EA, not DICE, because DICE is just a developing team, again. And they probably made a real good game. And I think with us as gamers bitching so much about the season pass that made Battlefield 1 to be a full game, and Battlefield to have full games because there was a season pass and they were making money, you know. And if you look at Battlefield 4 and all that stuff, had the season pass and all this shit, we kept bitching. I didn't care because I had the funds to buy the Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 season pass and all this other stuff, you know. But in general terms, but since we bitched so much, they got rid of the season pass. So what they have to do, figure out a way to make content, you know, for the seasons and for all this, right? So they have to cut the game in half. It's our fault for doing that. Gamers, I think gamers in general, we are too greedy. We are too needy. We are too... There's a problem for us. We need to drop that. We need to look at the game as a whole. Do I enjoy it or do I not enjoy it? Is it a piece of shit or is it not? The best way is renting games, play them, see if they're your taste or not. You know, your taste or not. And if it is your taste, yes, buy it. If it's not your taste, don't buy it. You know, first try it out and give it a shot. Like I said, why is it hard for you geeks and gamers for you, Jeremy, to rent the game for $1 or something? Our good friend of yours has Battlefield 5 and then you shit on him for having Battlefield 5 or something? No, because different games for different people. Even that Fallout 76 is right now... basically,
some ammo, soldier.
You know, basically, but more power to the people who like it. You know, there's no hatred. There's no hatred because I know friends who do play Fallout 76 and they really enjoy it. And like, more power to you. It isn't a great game right now, but just in general terms, it's enough. We have a problem for us to hate on everything that comes out, that, you know, that literally just comes out. even with the Star Wars movies, I have to bring up. Yes, I am not happy the way they did the movies. Right? I am not happy the way they did the movies. But at the same time, it's a different company. If Disney brings it down to the ground, they bring it down to the ground and dies off. But it's because of us, because we can't accept change. We have the big problem of not accepting change. You know, it is a truth. Okay, like, we really don't. And I honestly think that's a big problem that we all have. It's like we can't accept change. And I will quote one of my YouTubers that I really enjoy, Mad Talk TV. You know, he had a good point in one of his videos, is we hate on things too much. We hate on things way too much. Way damn too much. We do. Okay? Like, we truly do. And that isn't a way I feel like we should not be on that aspect of hating on things that we, you know, consistently. We, you know, honestly, in my opinion, honestly, shouldn't, you know, shouldn't hate on it so much. You know, because there's people who would enjoy something. People who enjoy Star Wars Battlefront 2. Speaking of you, geeks and gamers, who said I'm never going to buy EA game again, and you're playing Battlefield, Star Wars Battlefront 2. EA, but not the point. And you admitted I have an EA game and I have a blast playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, people like me who have a blast playing Battlefield 5 have a right to a joy to play the game. Like, we are the players, and we are the players need to stop bitching and being greedy, and then we're gonna, and ew, this map is ass. Cause I hate this map, vehicle map. But that's all I have to say here. It's not exactly, it's our problem, man. We are gamers, and we have a big issue of being greedy, being someone that people who are arrogant, people who are, we need to change. We really need to change. When we change, instead of shitting on the development team of any game, because they work about 70 hours a week non-stop, and they're always fucking stressed out, always fucking stressed, and they have to detox and all that, and they don't work in good working environments. They don't. Blizzard, and we just have to understand. You know, we all shit on EA too, but we leave Activision out. Activision is just as scum as EA. But do we point it out? No. So they get a way of being scum. But that's for another video and another topic. So I will have to admit, gamers, we all have to change. Because we should be like, okay, we don't like this game. I like this game. More power to you. More power to you not liking this game. And have good reasons why you like it and good reasons why you don't. Instead of shitting on each other and saying one side is right and one side is wrong. Where both sides are right. Okay? Both sides are right. Both sides are wrong. And, no, I'm sorry. Both sides are right and no side is wrong. Something that Star Wars should have taught us. We're all the same. We're not different. There's no difference in whoever's right and who's wrong, because no one's wrong. Their opinions are correct. And just again, you have to try your own thing. You know, you have to give things a shot if you want to, if you're interested. And I recommend Battlefield 5. You know, Battlefield 5 is a good game if you're there for the multiplayer, because the multiplayer is the shit. And that's all I want to say. Here. And ianfbi out.
Be Jonovic.
Oh yeah, before I go, my podcast is
Available here.
officially going to start in the new year after the holiday season. This is not a lie. I actually have the equipment. I actually have all of this shit. So it is going to start on New Year's Day or after New Year's. So I'll have to get up with my friend and talk to him soon. And it's going to be the new year. And we will pick out the day for him to do his music stuff. And all that. So chat with you all later.